Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekamac and we're finally back to Pokemon Violet. In the last episode we did a whole bunch of exploring. And we kind of ended up right about outside the fairy type team Starbase, so gonna have to knock that down a bit. Actually I should finish my thought, but hopefully I'll still have it after I finish voicing this. I will return later when it is time for the young master's piano lesson. Until then, please give him my regards. Yes, Mr. Harrington? And who might you be, young man? A young friend of the young master, perhaps? I'm not sure. Oh, I see. Since you seem unaware, I must inform you this is the base of Team Star's Fairy Crew. The Root Bark Squad led by young Master Ortega. Mr. Harrington, I don't think we're supposed to be giving out the information. No, then please accept my apologies. Do you have any idea as to who this young man might be? He's no friend of ours. You know, I think he might be here to try and take us on. Understood. In that case, I take it you're an adversary of the young master. I guess that follows. Is that so? Well, that leaves me with one last thing to ask you. Huh? Would you be so kind as to indulge me in a quick battle? Yes. Splendid, then let us begin. So yeah, I said I would do a whole bunch of level grinding, and then I didn't. You were challenged by Pokemon Trainer Harrington. He sent out a Morgram. Yeah, we're about equal level to these guys. The thing is, we have Croc. We can always backtrack to there. Oh, okay, I see what this is about. You used Prankster on me. He's about to send out Hatchram, huh? Why do I have Genevieve? Because I was going to do some level grinding for her poison type, I guess. Yeah, the thing is that we have Croc as an emergency button, and I really shouldn't be that concerned about winning at absolutely everything. Well, You got 2,548 in Poké Money. An outstanding performance! However, be aware that young Master Ortega's battle prowess far surpasses my poultry skills. You do well to take care. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hasta la vista! That gentlemanly guy used to be the director of the academy, I think. At least that's what I heard. Now he's like tutoring the boss or something. He shows up here sometimes to take the boss to his lessons. Hang on, why am I explaining this to you? There's no down here to make trouble. I gotta go let everyone know! Hasta la vista! I see the guard has been dealt with. Good job. That base belongs to Team Star's Fairy Crew, the Root Bark Squad. Their boss Ortega is the mechanic of the team. He may be the youngest of the bosses, but his battle skills are no joke. Underestimate him, and things will go south for you quickly. He's also a real lead from the back type. He gets his grunts to do all the dirty work for him. But his weak point is his short fuse. Get him good and angry, and he'll march out to the front lines to deal with him himself. In terms of tactics, there's nothing else for it but to take down all the lackeys he sends your way. Just tough it out until Ortega shows up and go from there. Ring the bell on the gates once you're ready to kick off this phase of the operation. Time to write Root Bark Squad off the map. I know that in terms of emergency catch-up, I could always use some experience candies. The problem is I don't know if I have that many to spare. Oh man, remember when Rossetti was a big part of the team? Oh, Genevieve wants to learn Sucker Punch, huh? Better than Payback. And Dark Pulse would be even better than that because it works off the special attack stat, although, oh, that nature gives a negative to special attack stats. I'm fine with not picking up Earth Power because that's based off special stat. You know what? I'm not even going to try for that. We have so many Pokemon that just aren't in the main group anymore. Oh. So apparently the Pavilion have their pattern changed based off of their wings? I mean, the pattern on their wings will change based on where you are in the world? So I have to wonder what these patterns are for other people, because for me they look kind of like digital flower digital fields of flowers. I'm going to assume we have to knock down their base first. Seems the folks behind Operation Starfall are finally making a move against our base. You know what that means, gang? Time for us to shine bright and avenge our teammates! And hey, little intruder, just so you know, if you got the skills to defeat 30 of our Pokemon in 10 minutes, our boss might deem you worthy to meet in person. Heh, break a leg! Defeat 30 of Team Star's Pokemon. Oh boy, Haunter might get in a little bit of trouble here though. Ah, you don't get experience for these fights though. Okay, I see Marill in the distance there, and Croc is next on the list, so you gotta be cautious there. You know what I should have done? I should have checked for Sludge Bomb or something. Yeah, Genevieve is ghost poison, but she lacks the actual poison. She lacks any good poison moves. On the upside, we are kind of stomping everyone here. Croc is on a roll. Our defenses are breached. It's all up to the boss now. I imagine that you're going to be really mean, though. After all, you're the one who built this nonsense. Boss of Team Star's ferry crew, Ortega. Yeah, so you reckon? Okay. Talk about underwhelming. I was expecting someone, I don't know, a little more beefed up. Well, whatever. I don't care. Not like I'm gonna lose to you anyway. If you think fairy types are all about cuteness, you'll be in for a nasty surprise. You're challenged by Ortega of Team Star. Is that a luxury ball? How classy. And this is why I don't lead with Croc. Although, ooh, I promise I'll play nice. Don't blame me when this battle sends you blubbering back home. There is a resistance to my steel moves though. Also 4. Oopsie, did you realize how matched you are? If you want to give up, now's the time. Yeah, I am a little bit outmatched here. Oh boy. Yeah, this is quite the nasty upgrade in difficulty, I think. Oh, good gravy, that hurt. On the upside, we can swap in Garnet without taking a heavy physical hit, but I'm betting you have, yep, huge power. That's so mean. He's about to send out Wigglytuff. Let's see how long Garnet can stand her ground since she's picked up huge power. I feel bad for Genevieve because I threw all those experience candies at her and now she's already out. Dash Boom! So that's what the Fido level up. Have a taste of this slick move, bet you can't handle my Pokemon's adorable strength. Oh, you are fast. A lot faster than me. Oh, good gravy, Garnet's hanging on by a thread. Gotta watch those damage variances. What the heck? Why is my team on the ropes? That's totally not fair! Misty Surge. Mist swirls around the battlefield. The thing is, I don't feel like I can keep... I feel like if I take a hit from this thing, Garnet's going down anyway. I might be able to use Hypnosis. Nope. Steel Roller, and it's way faster than her. Yeah, using a potion wouldn't have helped. The mist disappeared from the battlefield. Magical Talk. It's not very effective. Oh, that's rude. But I can also see why you use Steel Roller. You wouldn't want that to cancel out using Confuse Ray. High-speed Pokemon with Confuse Ray or Swagger are the absolute worst because if you have something to snap your Pokemon out of confusion, it's still going to put it back up again. It wasn't a clean fight, but it was a decisive victory. You should have feared my giant candelabra hat. And this is why I'm not doing a blind Nuzlocke. How could I lose? What the heck? Actually, why is it always Garnet who gets her face kicked in whenever we're facing off with Team Star? About a year and a half ago. Okay, there's the sign that I don't charge this console enough. What the heck? Your toy car didn't budge an inch, huh? I told you, it's not a toy. It's called the Starmobile. I was up all night building it. The problem's clearly that we're not giving it enough juice. You designed this thing to be powered by 2 Charcadet, but it's just too heavy. That's such a shame. I would have liked to see the looks on our bullies' faces once we got it moving. I'm sorry, I really thought it would work. Come, good fellow, 'tis no occasion for melancholy. Why, to make such a remarkable contraption by thine own hand? Genius, thy name is Ortega! Yeah, well, there's no point if it doesn't work, is there? If I knew all the effort would have had 0 payout, I'd have just asked Mother to buy a car for us. See, this is why people don't take you seriously. You say some stupid things, you know. What? Ella, cool it, will ya? Yeah, how about no? I mean, we even put this in the code for crying out loud. When we started Team Star, we swore to quit relying on our parents or bags of cash to fix our problems for us. Or did you forget? If that hunk of junk doesn't move, get it moving. If we're short on juice, just gotta crank up the power somehow. It doesn't take a genius, man. That's enough, Melly. Do you have an actual plan? Yep, I'm gonna train up my Charcadet and have him evolve. The boosted firepower will get the Starmobile moving, no sweat. But the hour of Operation Star is nigh at hand. Will you succeed in time? Oh, I'll get it done. Melly, wait! You know, Mela shoots her mouth off an awful lot, but she means well. I know. This sucks. This sucks. I hate myself for losing, but I also can't get over how awesome you were in that battle. If any of us squad bosses are defeated, that means we have to step down. And going against our code would make me a traitor to the team. Fine, not like I have a choice anyway, so take the badge already. You better treat it with the respect it deserves. Team Star's ferry crew defeated. Starfall Street. I'm not done yet. Here's my favorite TM2. Feel free to marvel at how awesome it is. You obtain Dazzling Gleam. I already have this. The user damages opponent by inflicting a powerful flash. Just so you know, you are the worst, like the most annoying person ever. But I get it, you're super strong. I'll admit that much. You even busted up my Starmobile. Young Master Ortega. Mr. Harrington. I guess it's time for my piano lesson, huh? As it just happens, I just lost my boss title, so I'm all good to head on home. Actually, a different matter brought me. There's someone I would like you to meet. He's a distant acquaintance of mine. The name's Clive. Okay, what's your business here? I want you to tell me something. You're the son of a wealthy family and heir to a major apparel company, so why join a group like Team Star? What a question to ask someone you just met. Well, my answer's the same as everyone else in the team. It's because I was being bullied. So the academy really did used to have an issue with bullying? Who would guess, right? The school is all rainbows and butterflies these days. And the bullies from back then don't even go to the academy anymore. Why? What happened to them? As the former director of the academy, I believe I am best positioned to answer that question. Mr. Harrington. Oh, names and animations are confusing. About 18 months ago, the members of Team Star confronted the students who used to bully them, and an altercation broke out between the groups. Though it did not escalate to a major incident, the altercation nevertheless caused a scandal of hitherto unknown proportions. As a result of what occurred that day, the students who had perpetrated the bullying dropped out of the academy one after the other. But there aren't any records of that in the academy. No, I should imagine not. My former deputy deleted all records of the incident, you see. What? Why would anyone do that? Just I was puzzling over how best to deal with Team Star in the aftermath of an incident. Oh, wait. They keep jumping! In the aftermath of an incident, a certain student came to see me. This student declared they would take all responsibility for the team's actions. In exchange, they requested I exonerate the other students of Team Star from any blame. Huh? No one told me that! I accepted the request and agreed not to take disciplinary action against Team Star. Then I assigned 18 months of overseas study to the student who took responsibility for the team. A year and a half of studying abroad. This was not intended as a punishment, you understand. Team Star were the victims, after all. I wanted the student to take some time to rest, so I had them return home to the Galar region under the pretext of overseas study. Around that time, however, the former deputy director took it upon himself to erase all traces of the incident from the academy server. It appears his intent was to shield himself from any blame. So he tried to cover up the whole thing. That's terrible! After we discovered what he had done, I dealt with him appropriately, of course. But the inability of myself and the rest of the teaching staff to prevent this terrible act also represented a grave blunder on our part. I accepted the blame that lay at my feet and resigned from my position as director. The rest of the teaching staff then joined me in handing in their notices. So that's why all the current teachers were all brought in a year and a half ago. I understand my actions have caused you a great deal of trouble. You have my sincere apologies. Hang on, Mr. Harrington. How come you suddenly decided to talk about this now? Young Master Ortega, Team Star cannot carry on in its current fashion. I merely wish to give you a chance to chart a better course. Well, there's no way I'm abandoning my friends and going to school without them. Not after we've come this far. Your friends in Team Star must mean a great deal to you. Isn't it obvious? It's cause, you know, they're my greatest treasure in the whole world. Well, look on the bright side, there's only one of them left, so after I beat her up, then you can all go back to school again. I'm certainly not becoming the symptoms of a much worse problem, am I? Heckham, it's me. Ortega's star badge is now yours, then? I see. With its boss no longer around, the Rootbark squad is as good as finished. Now Ortega, too. Sorry, I've got a lot on my mind right now. So, Operation Starfall, we've taken down all but 2 of the bases. Oh. Apparently, for some reason I thought I had done 3 already, but no, this was the 3rd. We've taken down all but 2 bases, so I say it's fair to say it's going well. It seems like a good time to let you know what we're ultimately aiming to achieve. Our final goal is to defeat the mastermind that first recruited the 5 squad bosses and created Team Star, the one they call the Big Boss. What's this person like? Who knows? They control the 5 squads from the shadows, that's all anyone can say. If we defeat this person and get them to declare the team disbanded, that'll be it for Team Star. Since the Big Boss never set up their own base and keeps their identity hidden, I take it they're not one for the spotlight. But once all the squad bosses are out of action, the Big Boss will finally have to take the stage. Now about your reward. I'll transfer some LP over to your phone as promised. You earned 7,000 LP. You can make more kinds of TMs using the TM machine. Have your Pokemon learn strong moves so they can continue to be of use to the operation. My supply unit rep should be with you soon. Right, because it's totally not you in person. Hey there, Ekam. That sounded like a pretty serious phone call. Yes! I wasn't talking to you! He likes you! Although granted, this is the Pokemon world. So that mastermind you were talking about, Cassiopeia has mentioned them to me too. It's raining now. I'm sorry that you had to come out in this weather. Team Star's founder, the person who's caused all kinds of misery at the Academy. If we don't take them down, I'll lose what I treasure most in the world. You'll lose your treasure? No, I just... That's right, here, you need your reward. Take it before I forget. You received lots of Pokemon materials. Alright, I'll be off then. Oh, and Ekam, don't lose to those guys. Wow, that is a perfectly timed episode. So, yeah. Wait. You have jet engines on your guys. Never thought our crew would get beat. But yeah, I guess there's probably nothing here, so I'll just go and heal up because my team did take quite a beating. Team Star are no jokes. At least in terms of battles. Their bosses aren't exactly jokes. I still remember being able to trash talk them at the start at least. But yeah, until next time guys, take care, I'll see you all around. Actually, before we close up, where do you think I should go next? Because I found out that they don't actually look at your levels, they just tell you where is closest, but I'm still curious to know what she recommends. Let's see, if I had to recommend the next destination for you, make for the lair of the Dragon-type Titan. Why not seek out the Pokemon nerd called the False Dragon Titan? Okay then. We're gonna go dragon slaying, I guess. Which one was the screenshot button? Okay, don't use it while you're riding a Pokemon. I still look very unhappy because it's still raining on me. Go figure.